Did you steal anything from Lion? You feel good from Dark Willow, so just Lucent Beam, decent. There's just so many spells that you can steal, but overall, yeah, we'll see how well he does in the lane. That's one place where that can go very badly for Rubik right now. Like, he is decent in lane, but not crazy strong.
Yep. So Invoker wings are freaking sick. I don't know. I have not seen this before. Is this new? You seen this?
I have no idea what this is. Yeah. Let me check. Let me see.
They've removed it, right? Where you can't look at the items?
You can. Dark Artistry Throwback Cape. So he's a kid. He's got like the kid thing, but he's not a kid. So these are the... Yeah, I don't get it as well.
Okay, wait, never mind. I did find it. You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it over the list of all the players' scoreboard. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what these wings are. Like, even now when I opened it...
Yeah, same. It doesn't show.
It doesn't show the wings, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Anyway. What do we got? Defensive smoke, nothing too crazy. MOUZ don't want to leave their half of the map.
Yeah, but one thing that I don't get is, like, he's got the kid persona, but he's not a kid. He, like, during the load, he was also the kid persona, but in the game he's not. You know what I mean? Like, when the game was loading, we saw the...
Yeah, same. I saw the kid as well. You see it at the top. I don't know. Anyway, it looks fucking cool. It looks cool.
Yep.
We see the Invoker's going to have a good performance like we've been seeing from a lot of Invokers. And finally, we get the Sniper core as well.
Yeah, finally you get to 24/7. It is annoying, even for an Invoker, I feel like, to lane against the Sniper. We'll see. There's some rotation potential from both sides, so both heroes very killable on the mid lane. Meanwhile, when it comes to the side lanes, I'm not even sure what to think. I feel like there is skill potential on both sides. Like, you have this Tusk Gyro that's strong, but Underlord Dark Willow as well can turn it. Brambles, Roots from the Underlord bot lane as well. I feel like there isn't really too much that Primal can do against the Lion. You start trampling, he impales you, and you turn on him, so might be a bit of a difficult lane for Force.
That's at least in regards to difficult for not being able to get kills, but are they really going to slow the farm down from Force?
From like level 2 Lucent Beam, I feel like you can even spam him a little bit. Make his life a bit harder on the Primal Beast. We'll see, of course. It comes down to the small micro plays in the lane. I feel like it's winnable on both sides.
Top lane Days, they've been a little bit of trouble here. Shots from Bengen. Nice early level in the pit from PMA, actually. Maybe keeps Days alive, the fact that Elnet was held back.
He's going for a kill. He's trying.
Is it going to be enough? Bengen? Okay, that's a snowball. Now Elnet's actually going to try and run down Days. What's going on? We got to kill. Okay, it's bottom instead.
They didn't even need level 3 to kill him. I mean, they killed him on level 2. Not sure what he was attempting. Maybe to creep skip there. But it didn't work out. I feel like Force has had some interesting deaths in the last series. Now this one as well. Supreme mid lane. There is a tornado already. What?
With the mid snipers, do we get the ghillie suit facet often, or do sometimes they still go for the other one? Yep. Okay.
I see it very rarely, like that they go for normal shrapnel facet. I see the ghillie suit more often than not.
Very interesting concept. See, Supreme, a couple of Wraith bands queued up as well, which is very common so far with the snipers, and looks like Niku's probably going to go down the similar route as well.
Yeah, the double Wraith band into power threads, right, for Niku, most likely, and we'll see what he buys afterwards. Maybe a Witchblade, I think, like that's the safest option. Mage Slayer, not that amazing days. Yeah.
Another go, but also, once again on top of the Firestorm. It's only level 1 Firestorm though, so not really much of a bite back here from Navi Jr., but just importantly, it's resources expended between either side. It's a lot of poking, prodding, trying to put them in a position where maybe they're under this threshold where they can then look to go for the kill. And maybe it's now PMA. It's a full rocket barrage to the face. They're going to be able to dodge a lot of the firestorm damage thanks to the snowball as well. And now own it. One more right click and now can turn over to Daze. Shadow Run will protect him. And that'll be long enough for him to actually get away.
Yeah, they're trying a little bit too hard to set up. So basically snowball hits and then they try to set up onto brambles. I feel like in that situation you just run. And there was no point waiting on the bramble. You die anyway if you wait there. Just too much damage from the rocket barrage, and small little micro things win or lose lanes. And what happened on top lane is MOUZ, they got their level 3 earlier.
Mid lane?
Got it faster.
Ready's with the TP in. Supreme is ultra dead. I guess
Yeah, a little bit
started
over
with the tornado?
Yeah, a little bit too far over the river.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Nice TP. To, you know, see a very minor opportunity. They're going to look to capitalize, and often we see Snipe is quite the lane dominator, especially in this mid lane in particular. Niku, level 5, double Wraith Band. He's got his early items and got the juice. He was fine with the Lion also leaving. Reddy's actually might be even eyeing of going through the portal. Potentially actually just dropping a ward there to make sure that their safe lane is secure.
Yeah, they just tried going on Daze, but he TP'd mid, so maybe it's not really possible to go top right now for Redis. But what's possible is Tornado setup for the Brambles mid. It doesn't connect though. There are these 6-minute runes, and I think right now you're basically just playing around those. We'll see if both supports go or if it's just gonna be Tusk.
Ben can hang around the mid lane at the moment. Definitely either side have a lot of potential to be able to get these kills on the heroes, and if Niku steps into the river, he's going to be vulnerable. That's when Bengen pops out of the tree line. There's going to be TP coming through for the line, but it might be a bit too late. Never mind, Niku's okay. It sets up for the double stun from Riddies, but Riddies is on top of the shrapnel. Supreme trying to poke him down. Now we'll run into a regen onto Niku, so Niku is back in fighting shape, ready to go with the cold snap in a couple of seconds. Daze as well flies in. Bramble along with the control from the Lion. That's going to be a kill onto Narman's Rubik, so a lot of pressure being put on the mid lane. Supports from either side forced to come to help out their mid laners.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't secure the rune first and then went for the kill, but the opportunity presented itself, and yeah, they attempted on the Invoker, but we've harped on this for quite some length already now. Like, Invoker heals too much. Like, you think you got him, but you really don't. Like, 2 raid bands and this cold snap, and he heals. PMA top.
So much damage now with that extra points in the rocket barrage. It is going to do a good job to hold him back, but it... Oh no, well, actually tanked up with the creep, so looks like PMA is going to be fine. Now bottom lane force. Taking temp onto the Primal Beast. Niku a little bit off the mark there. Had the tornado, but feeling like that was not going to be a kill to be had.
It was a nice rotation because it's a 7-minute rotation. Like, you know that the support is probably going for the Wisdom Rune, so you rotate with your mid at that point. Nice idea, but the execution wasn't there. The idea was good. The execution not so much.
I just took a look at the net worth and the losses. Niku's really struggling at the moment. And bottom net worth 4. I mean, compared to the sniper, not as much. I know Luna's really far up, but not a lot of loss hits for Niku at the moment.
It's the sniper effect. He's got 12 denies. He makes your life much harder when it comes to last hitting. But also Invoker is a hero that just rotates constantly now anyways. So.
Speaking of rotations, Reddy's got the juice actually coming through the rift. Got the juice. Eclipse at the ready, and we were speaking about, you know, Navi Jr. got the Lion along with the Dark Willow, potentially the Invoker to be making plays on the side lanes, but you know, got the juice and Eclipse early on, and now mid lane as well. Niku is going to be the first point of contact, finding Supreme. Are they going to be able to get the finishing blow to the sniper? They really want this hero. I mean, on the right side too, Days, well, he'll be able to secure the kill, but you don't get that prime target in Supreme, who will turn with the Assassinate. Have they still got damage in the tank? Force has got the Pulverize ready to go. They're even going to TP and own it to the outpost. And own it with that extra little bit of damage required will find a double kill in the end. So a very like greedy play. If that works out, that's great. Maybe you get these stacks at the outpost, but if it doesn't, you are stuck in Dire's territory and they will be able to bring the forces to defend.
Yeah, but that was a good play. It's just the I mean, the idea, once again, pretty good. Execution, pretty bad. Like, they go through, and instead of going on Sniper with all their forces, Invoker is trying to solo the Sniper. Meanwhile, Underlord is going for Rubik. And yeah, Rubik dies, but Sniper lives, and your mid laner dies because of that. So, yeah, just not prioritizing the proper targets properly. That's a lot of words right there. But in any case, yeah, unfortunate for Miku, because he's making all these right movements, but they're leaving him very underfarmed.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now back to the mid lane. Invoker continuing to farm, chilling on that mid lane, going for actually a Mage Slayer. So I was thinking Witchblade, but Mage Slayer may be a little bit safer option
PMA?
now that... PMA.
Finds a way actually around the shards. Okay.
I was worried for a second. I thought I need to podcast again.
That's sorry. I was muted actually. I was speaking.
Happens. Yeah, so rotation top lane from Dire, rotation mid lane from Radiant. What are the support levels looking like? Lion is 6, Dark Willow isn't, Rubik is 5, almost 6. So Tusk and Rubik should hit 6 any second now. The only one kind of far away from it is Dark Willow. Like, she needs to find some space to get it.
Seems like they are setting up onto Force down bottom with the ward by the portal. Saw him farming around the area, but he's actually going to go back through. So they, you know, before Riddies ran into, I believe it was Benkin on the Tusk with the Invoker, chucked out a stun. They didn't want to try and use the finger. They're wanting a juicier target with this first ultimate. Unfortunately, they will not get that Primal Beast.
Yep. It's also the fact that you have Underlord, so you want to play on the other side of the map. That's why they went for Force, because Underlords can always connect with Fiend's Gate. Don't really want to be playing on his side. Bengen is snatching some experience away from him, so he hits that level 6 on Tusk just by leeching the XP from Underlord. Efficiency.
What's going on bottom? They're really wasting a lot of time. Nico and Riddies and even Luna was holding their hand. I don't know if they thought they saw someone or something, but they were like done by the Roche pit.
It's ghosts.
It's ghosts? Okay.
Happens.
I see.
Yeah.
Definitely questions on how the Invoker is going to be able to enter the mid game, because this is not one of those games we've seen so far where the Invoker has been able to get involved in a lot of kills.
Sniper, mid.
Maybe this one though. Supreme enters the river. There's the Fiend's Gate. Alright, speaking of the Invoker, gets the start onto Supreme and also gets the kill, which is really needed for him.
Yeah. One really nice thing that Invoker has in his skill set is long distance initiation and the purge, the spell that is. So he just starts off with Tornado, dispels the Arcane Rune away from Sniper, and then they just finish him off easily afterwards. Daze wasn't even close, but he had enough time to close that distance and use his Bramble Maze.
Very even game though. Very even indeed. Ultimate top net worth, crystals completed. Bottom, we got some both kind of supports are setting up. Rubik playing around with Force. Daze also playing with PMA. One is chilling, happy with the farm that they're getting. Where do we look towards in regards to the carry-to-carry matchup with the Luna and the Gyrocopter? Is there one like in a slower paced game that you feel like is a little bit happier?
I think right now Luna is always happier. He's just a better carry at the moment. In my opinion, at least in 90% of the games. But this Gyro is doing fine too. Like he's got a crit, Ogre Axe, moving towards BKB. He just wants to go crit BKB, I guess, and then Axe afterwards. But the problem for this Gyro that we're talking about is like the difference between him and Luna is given all the farm and all the space. Meanwhile, Gyro is basically sharing it with Sniper. Sniper is farming the stacks in the triangle. Sniper is farming the hard camp as well. And they don't truly have a playmaker besides the Primal Beast. And one nice thing is that Primal Beast is about to complete a full BKB. So, yeah, they're going to have someone to play around at least.
He's pump faking the Terrorize. Chuck it out there. Oh, we'll see. We'll see when they get to that stage when they're feeling content to make the plays. Top lane onto Narman. A little bit awkward though. This is your Luna trying to set up onto a Rubik and got the juice now, has to go onto the tower. Eclipse is going to be stolen for Narman and they blow up Got the Juice. This Luna evaporates with the health pool now. Onet's going to be here. The damage that they were missing now onto some of the supports, Onet should be able to provide. It's a good disruption over the Tornado. It's not enough though to keep the Dark Willow alive. So nonetheless, MOUZ will be able to find two very, very awkward. With the Luna starting for the Fiend's Gate, you instead of the, honestly, all three other heroes.
Yeah, like, you should be happy with that if you're MOUZ, even though it could have been a bit better if they initiated the Primal just a second later. He has the BKB, it was flying out. And then that kill doesn't even happen, but of course they wouldn't even initiate if they saw the BKB, so there's that. Instead it's forced now with the BKB pushing towards the triangle. They want to start playing this game very actively around the Primal. And Sniper, even though I said that he's the kind of a guy that likes to farm a bit more,
The Juice.
usually
He's going to run straight to Force. At the Onslaught to close the distance, but that gets him a little bit closer to Radiant's territory. And Force has now put himself in a position where he has to activate the BKB defensively. Hoverai should be able to secure the kill onto one, but he is stuck in no man's land, and now Bengen also jumped in to protect him. Bengen at least has his movement speed to be able to make it down to the low ground. They do also have Onet swinging over, so with the threat of the Gyrocopter, looks like Navi Jr. are happy with that. That is another death now, adding up the tally here to the Dino.
Yeah, Dino, I think he feels pressured a little bit because there's no one else to do things, so he's forcing it kinda with the Primal Beast. He's going in with the BKB. That's why he bought it this early on. He just wants to make plays 24/7, and his team isn't truly always ready. The damage is only there from the Sniper at this point.
Still tried to use the... Oh, nice smoke. Okay. Very close. That Eclipse second round of it. Almost was able to get a kill there for Narman. Unfortunately, not going to be enough though.
Yeah, smokes saving lives, especially versus Sniper and Zeus. Always have one. Oh, Bengen is gonna snowball, right? Yeah.
Into pop to the death. Who gets it?
Yeah, Miku.
Link as well is now completed for Riddies importantly, so you have a little bit easier of a time to be able to get these setups onto the side lanes, or even inside some of the team fights as well.
Yeah, one really big thing here is Tusk does not have a free time to get in and out of trouble or to just save targets because of Daze and Underlord. It's really not an easy game for a Tusk. Can't just snowball heroes, can't snowball himself even, which is something that we just saw. Force.
So you were saying?
Nothing. Not than just watching, waiting for the next move. They might smoke on Dire, yeah.
See where they want to go with the smoke. Bengen actually going to be owning that runs first. BKB Crystals at the ready. These will pop the smoke and going to be the target. Will look to try and TP out and he's going to make it.
Yeah, he had no creeps. Like, if there was one Radiant creep, you can snowball over it. It's a nice trick, like, you can break her TP without actually casting the snowball on her. You just cast the snowball somewhere around, but... He tried, he got on top of her, but there were no creeps to use them on.
You can pulverize, I guess, as well, for that matter, too.
Yep.
Actually, not having anyone else nearby. So it means that these will get away. Bottom lane, a lot of pressure being put on the tower. You also have the Luna that's entered into Dire's triangle. And her farm, very even between the two carries, though. So you see, maybe it might ramp up a little bit more for the Luna now, just because of her ability to farm multiple camps at once with the Manta. But we do see, though, that the Gyrocopter still can really pick up the pace in regards to his farm, who is going to look to smoke and then might run into PMA.
Yeah, let's see. This Gyro is definitely still a good carry, not maybe the most meta, but a lot of magic damage that he can deal here will be mitigated by the pipe from PMA.
It's a big wraparound. That's a big wraparound. Own it. Inside the lane, smoke's gonna pop. BKB instantly as he runs on forward. Got the juices, are gonna hesitate though. Yes, the Luna's gonna go down, but she outputted a lot of damage with the Eclipse. Maybe it's gonna give them an opportunity on NAVI Jr., but they feel like this is a fight where there is no chance for them to succeed.
They need the BKB on Luna. As simple as that. This is not possible if she has a BKB and she just pops it. Man fights the Gyro. I think she even wins that fight. But without the BKB, that's not happening. What does he have? What does she have? Like Manta, Mask of Madness. Okay, so she'll get it in like 2-3 minutes of farming. BKB should be completed. However, they might fight or have to fight into Roshan, into Aegisland. Straight into the pit. How's Sniper looking, by the way? Scream, Maelstrom, Dragonlance. Yeah. Does he have a shard? Yes, he does. And what else is flying out? Nothing. For now, nothing else.
For now, though, but we'll see what his next item is going to be. They're going to give the Aegis actually over to Owner. So Supreme feeling like he, with a grenade and I mean, Grobo definitely got a bit lucky there. So his positioning is going to be okay, and it's going to be Owner that is the one leading in. Who's going to be kind of tanky with the Scepter. More health, in fact, over the Underlord at the moment. Who's away from the team, but not required by the looks of it for them to try and deal with a Tormentor. With the Ag Shard, that goes to Daze, so a pretty nice one.
Yeah, it's incredibly strong, I would say. I just love it on Cursed Crown. Can change the way the team fights are fought. If you are fighting around some clutch places, extra brambles and that AoE stun feels good. How much? Like 200 gold away from the BKB. As I'm saying it, got the juice. Is completing the BKB.
Or Niku. We got a glimpse of the Invoker on their territory, and MOUZ. Oh, they are ready to be able to punish him. Observer Sentry combo, very important against his Invis heroes.
This is, I believe, the first time we're seeing Invoker in this kind of a situation. Like, where he didn't really connect on a lot of his rotations, and now he's still trying to move, but nah, you can't. Like, if you don't have map control, this is the most likely outcome.
Yeah, the enemy team playing from ahead, which means it's much easier for them to de-ward. Have the map to play with. You don't have lanes shoved out to be ghost walking and ganking with. And now, I mean, let's see Rubik's all ghost walk, so this is going to be interesting. Narman, he's going to run into Got the Juice, who has BKB. So we're potentially looking at the pulverize here from the Primal Beast. Naman's going to be able to poke out, and yeah, I mean, Force actually went into the Bramble though, so still held back by a little bit, and maybe Naman meant a little, potentially early there?
Yeah, but Luna was running away, so it was questionable if he could have done anything differently. Like maybe he could have chased her down a little bit longer, and the brambles were good. That was the problem. They planted those brambles around the outpost, and then Primal Beast Force, he just couldn't follow up properly.
Radiant's middle tower is
They're
under
actually
attack.
smoking. Navi Jr. maybe seeing if there's an opportunity to try and bring down Force. Force always going to be able to get the BK off unless they feel like
Yeah,
they
but
have the
Lion-
burst. Let's see. A smoke a little bit awkward. PMA got a bit too close. There was a lot of hesitancy though from Navi Jr. You saw just with how they were kind of stepping, there was just no confidence that this move was actually going to work for them.
Yeah, I think even with all the control that Lion brings, that was a hard kill. That was a really difficult kill to make. Like, you'd have to use everything, even Terrorize, and your Luna would have to use full ulti, and who knows what hell breaks loose after that. Because you know they're all around him. It's a bad target to go on.
Wisdom Room's going to get taken, got the juice. And this one... They are smoking and sweeping across the map. Let's see if they will be able to connect on this. It's Age's advantage they've had for a while. They've gotten a lot of map control. Tier 2 mid, Tier 2 top, but the net worth isn't growing. Maybe he can grow off the fact if they're able to get these kills. Riddies might run into them first, or it might not even pass them. I think actually they got a glimpse of Riddies. Yeah, okay. They'll get the Lion at
Nice.
least.
Yeah.
Big kill that they're going to be able to find. Importantly, they got the juices able to TP out.
It was a nice impale, like he got the two of them, but didn't clip on the tusk, and he was being chased down by homing missile anyway, so no way for poor Lion to escape. What do we have? We don't actually have a Kanda build just yet on Luna, instead Pike first, which is also fine. Dragonlance into Kanda afterwards. On the other side, Gyro slowly but steadily moving into Daedalus territory. Like he needs around 400 gold extra.
They're looking to fight down bottom. There's only 3 heroes currently from MOUZ. They are very disconnected. Jumping from Riddies, but the double stun sets up for them to move forward with the burst. And they are both gone, just evaporated from all the magic damage. MOUZ not respecting the defense that was as a possibility from NAVI Jr. I mean, they haven't defended any of their other towers, but they didn't want to let this one go freely.
Yeah, and keep in mind that Aegis was running out, so that's the reason why Navi Jr. actually went for the fight. You see the Aegis running out, of course you're gonna go and try and strike at that point. Nicely done, killing off the Sniper, who does not have a BKB yet, and I think also Sniper used the Force Staff kinda, or I should say Pike. It was kinda weird, piking himself back in.
I'm still so surprised at the net worth lead not growing from that Aegis. I feel like MOUZ were really getting a lot out of it. I mean, all out of towers. Tormentor, they're actually going to steal it from Navi Jr. So now Riddies has his shard.
You can take all the towers. If you're moving as 5, you're losing gold advantage. Like, you're actually at a disadvantage when it comes to farm. Like, the enemy carries... If the carry is a Luna, at least, she will find more farm than you are getting. But of course, you are getting map control.
They are. We'll see what they can do with the map control. It's a very early Scepter from Force. So Break is going to be quite nice versus the Underlord. And versus the Luna's damage output inside the team fight with the potential glaives bouncing around.
Yeah, he's got what? He's got the Ags and he's got the BKB on the Primal Beast. So, and Daedalus completed on the Gyro. We'll see if they smoke, insta smoke. Sniper does not have a BKB, by the way, which might be a little problematic, as it paints a target on his back. Is an easy target to kill off if they can get on top of him, of course.
I think they saw him go. I was maybe not because got the juice. He's still farming at the Ancients. On it, I believe, saw the creeps die, so we'll potentially continue to trail where the carry or someone might continue to farm. Got the wisdom rune timing as well. They're going to be a little bit too late for that. Got the juice, picks it up and gets away. They do see Niku down bottom with the ghost walk, so they know if a fight breaks out, there is no invoker here. PMA, but look for the TP. He's actually going to be able to... No way. Oh, wow. Naman tried to force someone forward to get the vision, but I think they tried to turn... Was it Olnit? Okay.
Yeah. He forced Olnit and Olnit got to him. I'm not sure why not just force yourself. Like, you force yourself where Underlord is and you can lift him. Like, very, very fortunate for PMA to get away, but also nicely done with a Pit of Malice. Like, the casting was on point, he was faster, deserved to live this time.
Oh, it is actually to Navi Jr.'s favor. Got the juice, he's getting incredibly huge. Farming up a storm. And also, it's given a little bit of time for Niku too, who has been bottom net worth out of the cause for quite some time, but he's taken over PMA, very close to usurping Force's net worth, but I'm actually trying to poke the high ground a bit, of maybe trying to force some reactions. They could force a fight. They see Supreme under a ward, so they know the sniper's not here. Or do they go the long way around?
He's a hard catch, but look at this. They're going to the twin gate.
Oh, wow, I like this. They feel like it's maybe a little bit too slow for them to run straight towards the sniper, so they could intercept him. And it's the minute mark as well, so he might stick around for this next spawn of the neutrals. They're not going to go through, though.
Yeah. I think their plan was to wait for him because it's daytime and he might go to secure Rosh with his teammates, but now they see him. They see him still under the ward. He's so close to that BKB. It's always like this, isn't it? You need 100
It's much
gold.
closer to the tower. That's it. They're probably going to have to burst damage. The TPs will come out. Yeah, they'll blow him up. Will there be a fight that happens afterwards? One TP's going to get cancelled. And yeah, you're 100% right. Doesn't matter at all of him getting back towards the T2 tower. So Roshan is now up if they want to go back through the portal and take it.
A lot of damage on Rubik, by the way. He's got that level 2 finger to work with, so nice little burst together with Arcane Supremacy, 26% spell amp. It's gonna hurt whoever gets this finger. It's not gonna be very pleasant. But yeah, can they contest Rosh? It seems like they can't.
Be too late, even if they go for the attempt. Rosh is down. They're grouping up like they want to try and force a fight. It's going to be 4v5 and into the ages as well. Given over towards got the juice, so the Luna second life, but they want to go. Force, he's got the vision. They're all clumped up. Force is going to charge straight on top of great timing. PMA, he's going to be able to jump the pit. And now Chaos breaks out as Ona is going to charge on forward with the flat cannon, trying to run down Niku, but Niku steps in the tree line. Meanwhile, Force is gone. They've been able to address the Dino issue. Now Niku's able to taunt as well. Onit's BKB's on cooldown. Wasn't able to get enough value out of it. They took the fight into the ages without the sniper. And it's not going to pay off in the end. Naman will TP out Bengen. It's going to be the long escape. Nice sidestep of the Tornado. Will try and TP to force stuff up, and they'll get the vision. Toss TP going to be cut short. Niku with the double. And the fight goes the way of Navi Jr.
Yeah, that's super valuable because they don't even lose the ages. The only hero they lost was the Lion. Keep in mind that this fight started off as a 4v5, so they willingly initiated without the sniper, thinking sniper can connect fast enough, TP top, move through the twin gate. By the time he did that, your Primal Beast was already gone. He's already dead. And sniper is probably the only one that can actually dish out some real damage versus BKBs. Gyro, at this point, he can as well, but it wasn't enough, obviously. Double damage on Luna, 3 minutes on that Aegis. Not sure that you can push high ground yet. There are still 2 tier 2s for them to claim, and probably that's the call right now.
Maybe they've been happy with waiting for the Lincolns to get delivered, which is actually now completed. Thought it was going to be a little bit more gold for Niku, but this defensive item, very nice against telekinesis, against pulverize. There's a lot you're going to be able to stop here to potentially help out with this high ground siege for God the Juice if that's something he wants to go down.
Yeah, it's really cool. Most likely against the Primal Beast and the Lift, right? We'll see. We'll see. The next couple of fights, or the next fight, might be the decisive one.
Definitely feels like that might be the case.
Yeah, the last initiation was without the snipers, so MOUZ did not have all their players there. It might be a little bit different now when the fight actually becomes 5v5, but I just don't see these big items. They need, what, a Satanic on Omnit? The problem is, I feel like they burst him down. Even with that Satanic, I feel like he gets bursted. Bengen?
They got him. Nice hit on Niku. Sunstrike for the vision. Seems inside. Everybody just says goodbye.
Back? Well, that's... Finn's Gate wasn't too far away. Yeah, they could have literally ran back to, to where it was, but... It's okay.
Niku is stalking some prey. I think got a glimpse of Narman going into Glimmer. Might be able to get up to the Rubik. We used the 4-stuff. A couple of TP's gonna come out, but does have the greatest health pool. It's really close to Dai's base though. They're gonna be able to punish them. Niku, he's fine. 2600 health. Didn't even use the Crimson or the Pipe, so he's protecting. Meanwhile, bottom got the juice. Tower clean, pushing this in.
Yep. Has to be a bit careful not to overcommit. Meanwhile, Olnet is stealing their Wisdom Rune, stealing their Ancients, farming a bit more, level 20.
That's Satanic, he's got it now. Secret Chop, and then he'll come back to try and hold the base. It's going to be 4v5 fight once again, though.
Yeah, Luna has Satanic though too. Like God the Juice has got his own, and basically the rule of thumb with the Luna is if you lose the tier 3, you're losing the Raxes as well. That's what you just witnessed there, because the moment she takes the tier 3, the glaives are bouncing everywhere. You can't fight that any longer, and she's getting pretty damn close to level 25 as well.
She's big. Incredibly farmed. I mean, this hero, we've seen the net worth skyrocket, honestly, compared to the Gyrocopter. A lot of that is off the back of the Manta. It will give up a little bit of map though. PMA is going to go back. Of course, he can always join with the pit. There's a double damage rune that spawns down bottom as well. So we'll see if they actually give this to Luna to maybe enable another high ground siege. It will be without the Aegis though that is about to tick out.
Yeah, but they're smoked up on MOUZ. That worries me a little bit because they are not aware of this DD. The smoke is decent, but yeah.
Path this way, they're baiting the DD. What's going on? What's the call from Navi Jr.? Someone pick up the DD. Okay, oh, they wanted to give him the bottle. So he has the amplified damage inside the team fight, but Invoker, it's not going to matter about the Invoker's health because it's all Dai's health that is just gone. Got the juice. He's going to clean them up. This DD just waiting inside the river. A perfect room for them to be able to win the team fight.
Whose bottle was that?
They bought it.
They bought it for the DD, yeah, basically. I was like, they have Invoker, he doesn't have a bottle, what's going on? That, the bottle almost messed everything up, because he was like moving the items around. Meanwhile, teamfight, like the whole world is burning, he's moving bottle inside.
We're gonna catch him to the Rubik. Maybe even the backline sniper, that's the more valuable target. And that's a target without buyback as well, and that is indeed game, like you said. They got some glyphs to work with, but it ain't gonna matter. G's have dropped Navi Jr. They'll strike first in our second series of the night.
Yeah, MOUZ, so far they haven't been strangers to a full stretch when it comes to these series. Like, they've played multiple 3-game series. We'll see if they manage to get back into this one. Like, it's a problem for anything. It's just the nature of the hero. And MOUZ, they've put themselves in this, how to put it, like their draft is very dull, if that makes sense. Like, just dull. Like, you have the Sand Shell and these big cores and you're running in, and and that's it. On the other side, you have a lot of burst potential, a lot of outplay potential. It's like you need to buy a blink on someone to be able to initiate on Radiant. So on it, we'll see. Right now, when I click on him, he's queuing up armlets, so he's not doing anything like blink Orchid or something similar. He just wants to tank up, be the true position 1. And with Razor mid, I feel like it's not a bad option. It's just that they might be stuck in the mid game. They're chilling.
Are they?
30 seconds.
Well, for now they are.
Both sides of 4-1 split. Trying to see who this favors actually if a fight breaks out. They feel like MOUZ it'll favor them.
Yeah, but the ward, there's a dire ward. If this smoke runs out,
Still has a little bit of time. What an angle for them to be able to have a backstab maneuver. Really is going to see the tusk pop out from behind, and what do you do now? Shards connected onto it. What a perfect location. The bounce of the cask as well. That is such a crafty smoke from MOUZ, and everything you need to be able to strike back straight away. And that's a huge combo at the start. Like, you just lost game 1. You want to build so much momentum, and you make a play like that.
yeah. And the 2 cores that get those kills, like them getting the kills is massive. Like, it's for a Darkseer to get a kill that early on is really massive. Like, it completely changes the way he plays the lane. Suddenly you don't really have to worry about all the economy around your mana. You can just spam it out because you know you're gonna have a Ring of Basilisk instantly, or maybe a magic wand, whatever you're going for. And of course Razor, he's already supposed to dominate the lane. Now he starts with the first blood and an assist. This is going to be much easier for him than expected.
Interesting that they decided to start with a tri-lane for a little bit of time. I don't know if this was maybe because of what happened with the kill, because Reddy's had to TP back in, but it meant that PMA got a full wave of experience by himself down bottom, and Bengen is going to go down. So honestly, potentially, the fact that PMA got that level 2, maybe I'm making something up. Maybe they would have still been 2 already by now.
I agree with you, my friend. No matter
Okay,
what you
thank
say,
you.
it's right.
Like, maybe that was the case, maybe not. Mid lane Supreme always keeping Goose over, but got close enough to the tower.
Yeah, Niku actually winning the lasted battle right now. I guess Razor becomes nasty on level 3, which is right now, as he's able to suck out some more damage. Top lane, Narman, where you... friend, that is not your base. You can't park there, Narman.
He TP'd? What?
You can't park there. If he at least tried to Ice Shard block himself. Mid lane, Lich TPing in. Supreme, actually, Supreme! What are you doing? You were the chosen one. You're supposed to win this lane. Get us to game 3.
Wait, I'm sorry, confused. What was the TP top? What just happened mid? I'm like, what were some of these questionable plays?
I'll explain it. So this Tusk, he's a Radiant hero, and he was trying to creep skip, but he ran away from the enemy heroes because he didn't want to die.
Okay.
But he didn't run to his base. He was running to the enemy base.
I see. Yeah.
And then he panic-clicked TP instead of using shards first. And now he's not securing the Lotus, but it's okay because Darkseer is doing it. It's all good.
That was quite the panic, though.
It was.
It's a good word. It's good use of that. I agree. It was a bit panicky. It happens. It happens there. It's okay. No stress.
If you were chased down by like a lady on a wolf and some dead man with an icy crown, you'd panic as well. Come on. I know you're fearless. You're Australian. You're fearless. You see these things on the daily, but
I love this stereotype. It's just because it's just so not true. Maybe again, like maybe other states are a bit different, but It's just so not true. Niku is making his first rotation down to bottom, and he's coming quick as well.
Ridis as well.
So they really want to try and slow down Olnett. Gonna be cautious about the cast, but Bengen hasn't used it just yet, and it's gonna be a double kill. Great movement. Niku not gonna tick out to the Melodic. This is everything you need, and this is how the Monkey Kings can really get away sometimes with these bad mid lanes, where they just look to try and rotate to a side lane, get involved, and that's gonna be a full wave that dies under the tower.
Yeah, this might be a tower that dies under the tower. It's not even a full wave. This Dragonite will not be there on time. He's level 3, he can TP, but you're not gonna TP into these 3. Meanwhile, got the Juice, like he's not having the best time of his life as well, but he's a Luna. I think he's happier with this than the DK. Rid is back top. Hello, welcome. Might not be the best idea.
Probably not.
Daze.
Okay, maybe that's also not the best idea from him, but he does have some TPs. PMA come through. Looks like should be able to get the kill onto Force. They got anything more though? Narman. Okay, he's gonna be okay.
They got the most important one, and now maybe Twin Gate back bottom. Yeah, they are doing exactly that, but DK is not killable without extra units. Like just the Dark Willow and PMA, it's not enough, so they can go back to farming.
Back to farming they will go. So net worth lead is going to favor MOUZ at this stage. But very impressed with some of the movements that we've gotten out of NAVI Junior. We'll continue to see if they will make these plays time and time again. I mean, a lot of them, the catalyst is going to be Niku on the Monkey King, and also kind of the levels as well from the supports. We'll see where Daze is able to find his experience and how PMA, how active he wants to be. Power rune's up in a couple of seconds. We see the support starting to move over for that. Bengen and Daze down to bottom. This top rune, Supreme. They're gonna fight over Niku. Nuku's in some danger. Looks to try and activate the ultimate with the bonus armor. Is it really gonna matter out in the end? Turns with the Boundless Strike. Niku almost going down the plasma, but it's actually not enough. Niku will live, even though he stole all the damage from the static link. It didn't matter in the end.
Yeah, that was kind of nicely done by both sides, but maybe disrespecting the amount of work that Lich is doing there. The snowball was nice because you continue leeching damage and you're still in the arena, but they overestimated the amount of damage that they can leech and deal to Monkey King through all that armor. It did matter in the end, the armor that you mentioned. Nicely done once again by NAVI Junior, and now it's minute 7. Let's see who's gonna get the Wisdom runes. Lich on one side, Tusk most likely on the other.
You're 1 for 1. Force is incredibly happy with the start of this game. Top net worth 311. His Darkseid's going to be rushing pipe, and he is going to be the person to keep our eye out for. And how important to the success of MOUZ is it if you have like a really good Darkseid game, or do you feel like you would have preferred someone else to be in the net worth that the Darkseid has?
No, I think I'd prefer Darkseid to be this fat. Only this hero can completely change the way the game is played, and especially once you get level 7, level 4 Iron Shell, like you can cast it on Tusk, you can bully the Luna even further out of the lane, or you can maybe connect somewhere else. Let's see. They want to go and got the juice.
Instant turnaround with the Eclipse, got the juice. But it's more of a zoning ultimate, but it also does a lot of damage to give them a potential opportunity to chase him down. Nice vacuum. But it ain't gonna matter. Arteezy, but at least one person can get down in Niku. Meanwhile, PMA, he also came around, I believe, through the portal. So it's 5 heroes, though, from NAVI Junior. That is required, but you do get 2 kills, and importantly, that is the top net worth hero. Unfortunately, your Luna is stuck.
For now. He's got the TP flying out to her. Luckily, it's not on cooldown, so he's just deciding where to TP, actually. TP's to the Mighty Mines, not too far away. Yeah, I actually thought they might have enough damage, but no level 6 on Tusk, not even level 5 on Tusk. So you're making that play with the level 4 Iron Shell, which is great. but you're doing it under a tier 2, and your Tusk doesn't have ult. If Tusk has ulti, then I think that's doable. Without it, very unlikely. Which is another move that they made on Radiant that got punished.
Couple now that moves ever attempted to make it across the map and not working out. Force is farming a pretty big stack. It's a lot of it is going down towards a triangle, but they're continuing to try and dump every little gold they can into him. Supreme, potentially the target of Niku and Daze. Maybe without the 6 on Daze, it might be tricky. Actually happy with getting a TP instant response out of Bengen.
Yeah, the game did slow down a little bit. By the way, when I look at this game and like my thought process is like this game is at minute 13. That's how I feel, like minute 13, 14. Then you look at the clock and it's only minute 10.
Yeah.
You know, just because how quickly the tier 1 fell on bot lane and then the tier 1 on top, it's making me feel like it's much further along than it truly is. That's why the supports are still not even level 6, like Narman is level 5 and 3/4. Lich as well, almost 6 now. This might be a smoke.
It's a question of just where do they want to go with the smoke though? See,
If they even smoke, yeah.
That's true, that's true. Even if they feel like they are for a smoke at the moment.
Niku mid lane.
Great pick off. They're going to be able to find it. Bengen. Deathwater was at the ready, but maybe with Ridis there could have cancelled. And of course there's the Boundless, but maybe you're lucky with some of the bounces.
I think he could have. Like Niku just lost half of his HP just from that.
Yeah.
The Headhunter facet, like you deal a lot with Paralyzing Cask and Maledict level 2. Like, I really think he could have went for it. There was no Boundless Strike. Lich too far to cancel that, and the problem with Lich is to cancel it you actually have to get close, but you can't really get close because you're worried of the casks, so maybe a bit unfortunate that he didn't truly commit.
Stacks being claimed from Got the Juice though, who we did see have an incredible Luna performance last game.
Yeah, this is like heavy, a lot of stacks. Not only the Ancient Camp, he also has Heart Camp, which is 1, 2, 3 stacks at least that I see right now.
And the other Ancients are double stacked as well, so
yeah.
A lot of injection of gold is going to be given over to Got the Juice. We are seeing is taken over. A person we haven't really spoken about for a little bit of time is the Razor Supreme. Over towards their own triangle, we'll be working on the BKB first, and also the DK's been pretty silent. Olnett has still completed the armlet, like you brought up at the start of the game with him queuing up, and he hasn't really left bottom. And with the tower going down, he's just been sticking around the tier 2 tower, farming this area, then back into the jungle. So really, everyone's getting their farm. It's a pretty even game. The only person is the Monkey King, Niku, still without his farming accelerant.
Yeah, he's the mid lane monkey, so it's not really the end of the world that he doesn't have that Maelstrom yet. Eventually you do get it, you can go for Gleipnir or whatever afterwards. And you have a Luna that's supposed to be farming everything. Like, you get the Maelstrom, but then you have nowhere to farm anyway with it. This early on you're supposed to be making moves, and this is the move, right? Like, they smoke up, top towards the Dark Willow, maybe Daze can bait something out.
Oh, he's force though. Pipe still yet to be completed. Niku with a jump over the top. Boundless as well during the surge timing, so they're not really going to be able to escape. And they're ready with the Terrorize as well. Perfect timing into the Chain Frost. That is a hell of a combo from NAVI Jr.
Yeah, sometimes you feel like one of those spells wasn't even that necessary, but...
but it's okay, it looked cool.
But it's okay, it looked too good, you know? You just throw everything on them, and there you go, that's your accelerant more or less on Monkey King. He's 1400 gold, 200 away from Mithril Hammer. We'll have the Maelstrom, we'll be able to farm a bit quicker, but then again, it really is on the Luna to be the main farming hero. On the other side, like, how many... how many auras do we have? We're gonna have this pipe on Darks here, which is pretty big. I'm still worried about the... You know, I mentioned how dull their team feels and the draft that is. And you can really feel it here, like they don't have any plays on the map.
Is this where, like... Do you want to blink on DK? Would you like him not having blink because of the type of heroes that they have on their team?
It's... Like, if he had the blink, maybe they'd be able to make plays on the map. Then again, like, you look at NAVI Junior and you see that they're all kind of really tanky. And it's scary to jump into a Lich, into a Dark Willow. Like, these kind of heroes love playing on the counter. They love doing these counter plays. So, I'm not sure. Just play without the blink, I guess, and hope for the best.
Oh no, he's got a couple of heroes behind him, but they've got the numbers advantage. He should know. With the Cyclone going off, it signals his enemies nearby, and PMA wants to disrupt Force. Pipe's going to be activated. That's a big combo from Force as well. A lot of illusions that they're going to be able to clean off thanks to the Lunar Orbit. Niku's protected with the Wukong, so, but where are the extra heroes from MOUZ? They're going to funnel in late to the fight. They're to the right side, and Supreme, he's going to come towards the end. Like, maybe it's enough. Supreme... They brought some of the heroes low on Navi Jr. Are they going to be able to finish them, though, is the question. And it's just days they get.
1 for 1. Unbelievable. There were no buybacks, right? No, just 1 for 1 in the end. And you know, this kind of situation makes me glad for the DK, at least, that he bought the armlet. Like, without an armlet, he probably just dies there if he went for something like Blink Orchid or whatever. So, yeah, like... cool pipe coming into play as well from the Darks here. Without that pipe, they just get wiped. So massive, massive. Nice wall as well. Just a nice team fight overall. Just funny that only 2 supports died. One on each side.
Maybe they are feeling some strength now to be able to group up. First time we've really seen, I mean, that fight down bottom, they were still kind of split before the fight happened, but now they're actually combined together and brought down the T1 tower mid lane. So maybe it was the items on Force that you were waiting for. See what they're going to be able to do with this extra objective, because this is the advantage that MOUZ are playing with now, where Dai is still yet to find this T1 tower mid, so it might give you a little bit easier of a time to enter into the triangle and slow down the Luna's farm, because we do see Bengen currently has an observer ward set up around the outpost area. They'd love to control this area.
Yeah, and they have haste.
Nice illusion bait.
Yep. Haste. No more haste. Baited out. Still has a BKB though, so they have to be careful about fighting this Razor. It's taking a lot of damage though.
Can they bait the BKB out?
I mean, his haste is almost done, so he needs to get out. Yeah, just a nice attempt by the Razor, but got baited as well by the nice illusion by Luna. That's the Manta, right? Like, of course, Manta, Mask of Madness, going for the BKB on Got the Juice next. What's Monkey King building for us? Maelstrom BKB, so he just wants to be able to stand his ground, fight. Meanwhile, they're in the pit.
It's gonna be pretty slow. Scan does go red, so they are aware. Looks like maybe they just want the T1 tower, feeling like this is not a location that they're happy with fighting into. Rose traded for the objective of the tower.
Yeah, it does feel like when you look at MOUZ, they reached this like critical point in which their heroes feel very tanky. It's like everyone is it's too difficult to take down. Even with Luna ulti, Lich ulti, you don't feel very comfortable fighting into them just yet. Maybe they don't scale as well as you do, but at this point of the game, you just don't have the firepower to take them down. So you're just giving away objectives to them. Just here, take it. We need our Luna, we need our monkey. So the name of the game probably for Navi Junior right now is split push, get as much farm as possible.
see if they're going to be able to avoid this and continue with the split push, because they are smoking up and ready to go on MOUZ. I run into Riddies. Smoke's going to pop. Yeah, he got a glimpse of them. Great. Well, lucky timing, to be honest, for Riddies.
Tower is under attack.
Just
Be a
kill. There's no
D-wall, though.
luck. No luck
yes.
for Master Riddick. Master Lich player with Solar Crest. I swear, man, like, it's the easiest time ever to play a support. Just buy 2 bracers and Solar Crest. No matter what you're playing.
This item, it's a crazy item. It's so crazy.
It doesn't even matter, like, you can be playing some Rubik or Pudge. If you go 2 bracers, Solar Crest, you're fine. Like, you're doing enough.
Can this
Got the
smoke?
juice.
They really want this fight?
Oh, that
Like,
eclipse is
what? Shot is perfect location, but it's an even better terrorizing team for us again. Like we saw up top, it's gonna happen a second time in a row. Back-to-back fights where Supreme's gonna enter towards the tail end. He'll be fighting inside the Wukong command, and Supreme was gonna try and do whatever he can. He's also got the help of Onet nearby. Nice boundless strike's gonna be able to cancel Bengen.
They're wiping
Death
them.
Warden now, they are just running them down. Got the juice, needs one more right click. That's gonna come through from the Dark Willow. What a perfect team fight from Dai. This Change Frost terrorized multiple times now we've seen it.
Yeah, I was worried about their firepower, but they have enough when the fights are like this. Basically, the way fights are going is, first they fight 2, only Tusk and Darks is here. Then they fight 1 more Witch Doctor. Then the Dragonite and the Razor. It's not really 1 by 1, but almost like that. Meanwhile, Navi Jr., they're moving on the map much better, much more coordinated. So they're able to connect to one another if a fight happens. They just feel more prepared, just more ready for these engagements.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if it's just like a disconnection on Radiant, whether some of them want to fight and some of them don't. Because again, it's 2 times where Supreme has come towards the tail end, and I really wonder how different these fights would have looked if he was there at the very start.
Look at Ulnit. Look at that item build, by the way.
Yeah.
He's queuing
He's got
up.
blink
Like,
at least.
It does have a blink flying out, which is really solid. But queuing out and queuing up a nullifier this early on is telling. Like, I cannot kill anyone through the Lich armor, through the Solar Crest.
Oh, I see. Yes.
I need this. I need this. Even the Crimson from Primal, right? Like, these things just add up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ladies, this is at the scary stage where we saw last game. Once you're able to get the Manta on the Luna and have somewhat of an even game, where Radiant have a bit of a difficult time to kill these Lunar illusions, like the supports can't. Honestly, Darkseer can't really as well. Maybe he like is looking at the normal punch, but I feel like you still need that further down the line. So we're really at the stage down where the map is going to get difficult to play just because the Luna ability to shove lanes very easily, and the Monkey King too.
Radiant's top
Yeah, well, they're trying something. They're smoked up. They want to reveal the blink on DK. And keep in mind, that last fight was...
Oh, Niku.
Oh, Monkey.
Oh, did he get the BKB off? Own it. All right. Was able to get the Dragon Tail before the quick responsive. I believe had some time on it. Popped the smoke. Maybe just was looking at a different side afterwards. And
Yeah.
nice kill.
Yeah, so basically that last fight started really badly for MOUZ. Like, if they're the ones starting things off, which they couldn't do before, but now they can with the Dragonite blink, maybe things change. Maybe it will be much easier for them to take these fights. We'll see. That looked great, at least. The kill on the Monkey.
That's what they need. They need a little bit more though. Potentially that kill opens up the map. Importantly, like now you see the difference in the waves. You push the Luna back. Bit more difficult for her to get the illusions out aggressively, to get the waves out. So mid, top, and bottom for that matter is pushed in. Now to kind of recontrol the map, Navi Jr. feel like they must smoke. They don't know where the wards are currently set up. Scared about running inside their own jungles. They're ready to force a fight, potentially towards Radiant's Triangle. Maybe towards the Twin Gate.
Radiant are scanning.
That split though. Onit's ran away from the team. Niku can catch. Oh, he stopped it. Last second. Force almost made it out. I mean, he's got a TP, but they're going to be able to get the vision. Force. Okay, he'll. Did they not?
I feel like Luna could have gotten there.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. If he ran up towards the twin gate, I feel like he loosened beams him, but okay, they didn't manage to. Not that terrible for MOUZ, right? Like, Wukong's command on cooldown. You're gonna get your Tormi, it seems like. Daze trying to steal it.
Oh, dude, I thought he got it for a second.
Only.
You want to take this fight? On him with a jump over the top. They should be able to deal with the Dark Willow to start the fight. Meanwhile, with the Razor. Addressing PMA. PMA pops the BKB. Here's fine. Niku, though, yeah, an aggressive jumper to the middle. Niku not protected this time with the Wukongs. It's awkward. Dayu, you're taking a fight into MOUZ's territory, and they are ready to defend their side of the map. As they do not have the numbers now. The casualties showing, and they're showing big here. MOUZ, they're looking to chase him down. Namen. Shards at the ready. Niku's going to be able to hold them back, though.
It was all very greedy. Like, it's first and foremost, it's a greedy play to make it all. No Wukong's command. You're going for that Tormentor. They do catch Olned, but he was more than capable to just jump in on them. What was the problem? Monkey King didn't use BKB while he was on the high ground, so he got vacuumed to the low ground. If he uses BKB, maybe they kill the Dragon Knight. Maybe he continues hitting him, or the Darkseer at least, but yeah, he just got vacuumed, low ground between 3 heroes, and then he needs to back. Ridis as well is left alone on the high ground. Dragon Knight, by the way, off of that, level 18. I think he's gonna have that level 3 dragon form.
And Force has had a... Sorry, go.
No, I just wanted to conclude, like, even though Dragon Knight is getting bigger, I still find Luna the ultimate win condition in this game.
Okay. Let's see. Got the juices, top net worth and showcasing. These items are getting picked up at a pretty rapid rate. They're gonna walk up high ground and Radiant, they're not set up. We know what happens when the tower goes. You can maybe glyph to stop it from falling.
Fall? Okay.
They got the Luna though, at least. Nice Manta dodge. Do you... Do you like them backing? Maybe they have to deal with top, but can you not force the issue now out of Dragon Form wall on cooldown?
I think Luna has a full item flying out, like a pike.
I see.
She's got the pike, so she TP'd, she got the pike, and now they can fight around this high ground.
Are they forcing it? Onit's gonna charge up forward straight into PMA. We know what happens in a close proximity area, and that's gonna be another fight where you've got all these ultimates just working toe to toe. But it's just perfect from Navi Jr. They know exactly what's going on. They group up, use it. Hang on, Niku? Okay.
Dude,
man, he got close.
That was one Witch Doctor versus 5 heroes, and he took down that Monkey King to 10% almost. Like crazy amount of damage. But yeah, 3 heroes gone. Luna ready to push. They do have that glyph, right? But yeah, they are gonna have to use it. This is a side lost. I'm not sure what happened. Why would they push the high ground that way when they know they don't have wall? If nothing else, they don't have the wall on Darkseer. So it was really greedy to... I guess the idea is Luna TP top, so they're probably sweeping the right side of the map, farming our jungle. They didn't know that they smoked up and went back, so... Very nicely done by Navi Jr. Once again, strategically outplaying them.
Yeah, their read so far this game has been really on point. Very impressive. There's a big choreo snipe though. Niku's pretty much full Gleipnir is going to be removed out of the game now.
Smoke again. They want to contest the Rosh.
They have a great ward. A really good ward that maybe they can look to utilize.
Yeah, they see everything. Like, they see every single hero, and they know about the smoke, of course. Olned.
He's just going to charge on forward. Gets a start onto the Luna. Luna. They've got the wall as well. So the Lunar Illusion they can look to now use against them. But a Force Staff's going to help them reposition. They want to fight away from the wall. Give them time to kite, and maybe they can reevaluate and go back in, because Onit, he's forcing it. He's got the blink ready, wants to go over the jump over the top once again onto the Luna. Got the juices, an ability to hit the turn, BKB, but he doesn't have anything like the Satanic. Not enough life still. Force Staff down to the low ground. Got the juice, they got him.
Bengen.
The Luna's gone. Bengen snipes him with the Death Ward. And maybe this is the recipe for success inside the team fight. Or maybe it's not. Supreme, jump over the right side. Niku will hunt him down with the Boundless. It's still not looking good though for Dire. The damage is lacking. Without the Luna and without the ultimates to pay dividends here, Dire, they're going to lose their first fight in quite some time. Daze will TP out. Supreme's got him at the buzzer though. That's a big fight victory. MOUZ might be able to get another PMA. Under the ward, Onit finds him. I mean, MOUZ, this is a fight that brings you back into this game. You've got Roche now to take. Won't make it through the portal. That's 4 heroes that go down. Now Roche as well for the cherry on top.
Yeah, only Mastermind Ridis on the Lich surviving. 4-man vibe by MOUZ. Very nicely done. They're gonna go bot, yeah, and they can't finish it up top. But I guess, yeah, like you said, that's the recipe for success. Just it's a bit easier said than done, but they jump straight on top of Luna twice in a row. This Dragonite Onit, he knew exactly where got the juice. He was moving and he was following him. And they just weren't ready to fight. Like, if Luna is dead, they just don't have the damage. And another thing that you mentioned was the Gleipnir, right? Like, it got killed off a bit earlier, so Monkey King had -1 item basically to work with in that whole fight. Very nicely done by MOUZ. This just might have been the comeback they needed.
As it's such a big injection of gold as well into some really important heroes. 3,700 gold in the bank, so pretty much almost a full BKB for Onit. Supreme can buy out for the shard if he wants to, gives him the ages.
Just the AC even is massive, right? Like, it helps out a little bit with all the damage that they have. It's mostly physical. Oh, not really. It's mixed, but you saw what happens when they don't have that physical damage from Luna.
Do they want to fight around Tormentor? Willow's here. No one else is coming back though.
Yeah, nice shard
for
actually.
Force.
Yeah, it's a pretty good shard. He's gonna get level 15 on Darkseer as well, which is a pretty good power spike. Like, you get to buff up your teammates a little bit more with Iron Shell, 250 HP.
Man, he really fell off this game though, Force. And we can see his impact continue though. I mean, your auras are going to feel quite nice, and the wall, of course, like we've been saying. But he was top net worth, having such a... He was 3-1, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 3-0 at some stage. So, like, he's now 3-4 and 8. Was lowest net worth out of the cores, I believe, up until that fight. So, we really struggled after the strong start that they gave him, but... This is a very different game now, though.
Yeah, I feel like at some point it isn't really even about the kills. It was so many stacks that were given to him. But he still provides them with a lot of value. Just the auras, the surge is great, the wall is there. So even if he dies, he's doing what he's supposed to be. He's doing his job.
Well, they're gonna high ground. God.
There's no Kanda yet. Luna needs 50 gold, now she's got it. I think with the Kanda, Dire might even fight. Right now they're pretending, they're faking that they're weak, but with the Kanda being delivered, it might be different.
DD on Supreme.
Look at that damage. Yeah.
So the siege, it's gonna work out in the end, own it. Crimson's going to be activated, trying to do whatever poking they can to give a potential window of opportunity to jump, but it's not easy. PMA will start with the Pulverize. They're going to chuck up the Chain Frost as well, but really, what is that doing?
the crown was good. The terrorize, they're thinking about it, but Luna is slowly losing all the mana. She won't even be able to dish out too many more Lucent beams. Yeah, so they do have the damage, but perhaps not enough, especially versus Aegis. And that double damage on Razor was scary, so maybe wait out the Aegis is the more proper course of action. The Lich's ulti as well wasn't really that great. Bengen managed to take it away and stopped hitting the DK.
So Radiant, really good wards set up though, off the back of this power play they've had with the Aegis, and they're going to look to try and use it. They forced Dire back inside. Luckily enough for them, if they were out inside any of their jungle areas, it would be underneath some of the MOUZ vision.
What are the big items, by the way? There's Shiva's on PMA in 800 gold on it. Yeah,
Oh, this is so scary.
only on Luna, I guess. Right? Like, only initiate on Luna if possible. PMA though.
PMA's away from the team. Okay.
Oh, he broke it. I love how he's playing right on the edge, you know, like he's not getting any closer to them. Supreme has to be
30
careful.
seconds, yeah.
Yeah.
Dire's middle barracks.
Well, they're pinging bottom.
I think they can fight now. If you're Dire, maybe this is... Do they have a smoke? Maybe this is the time. The problem is like...
Yeah, they do.
They have it on Lich and it's ready, like he's got it in the... But the problem is maybe on the right side they can fight. On the left side they know it's most likely under vision. 4-man smoke. PMA is the bait. He's the one that's basically saying, we're not smoked, we're just hiding in our base.
Should know how the Dragon Form's gonna inspire. Onet's actually gonna show in the lane.
Onet?
4100 health they have to go through. They might have to stun lock to be able to bring it down before the beat. KB, Onet down to half and gone. And everyone else is just gonna die as well. Oh, the combos again. It's just too much. Navi Jr., when they get all their spells in perfect combination together, no one stands a chance.
Yeah, but really, it's about the smoke and how they smoked. Like this kind of a situation, you're looking at that Dragonite and you're thinking, what the hell are you doing, dude? Like, why are you going to farm? You don't have your form, you don't have Aegis, nothing. You just went down and died. But why he did it is because Primal Beast was showing in the base. Up to the last second, like he was showing while they were already wrapping around. And then in the last moment he got smoked up, so they got on top of him, used literally everything they had, but they killed the DK. And as long as Luna has a target to hit, she will be probably wiping your whole team, as long as she can hit, which is what happened. In the next fight, she shouldn't be too worried or scared about Razor now that she's got full Linkens. Like no more static link or jump stuns from DK available. What's the Newt? Tier 4 neutrals are up and available. Luna still not deciding. Okay, she's got some extra mobility. Ogre Seal Totem. It's crazy that this item was a tier 3, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. It was dumb. It was so dumb. It still is, but it's a bit better with it being tier 4.
Yeah, with it being tier 4 it makes sense. Because it's on the same level like the other tier 4 items. It being tier 3, it's like, there is no brainer. Like, you're just going for it almost every time.
What happened there? These, maybe accidental ward placement, I think. He de-warded one of his observers. It was where the sentry is placed next to the Dire outpost. The triangle outpost, I should say.
Probably double warded, right? Happens. They're in full control once again, 4K advantage. Then again, this game is all about initiation. Like, you can't feel too happy and relax at any point, even though this monkey is really big. He's got his Skadi. These two big items that came for Dire are very important. Like Shiva's on Primal Beast and Skadi on Monkey King. suddenly the Dragonite does not get healed by Bengen. He's not as big. The Worm's Rat isn't as crazy. Or the Dragon Blood, sorry. The innate now, not the passive.
If you feel like this game is a lot off the back of initiation, would you want that on it? They're gonna make a go into the Dragonite, maybe trying to force out a BKB. They'd be happy with that. Niku, jump in, jump out.
These guys have nerves of steel. Like they're not really. The only spell I saw baited out before was the wall. Nothing else. Let's see. They should keep this high ground, or will they go back? They're giving away good position on Navi Junior. I don't know if I like this too much, even though there's a smoke heading their way. I guess because of bottom lane being pushed in, they needed to abandon.
Which is unfortunate though, because it means you're going to lose control of this area, and it will be dewarded then. Narman gets rid of the Observer, and what the question what I wanted to bring up is, if you're saying this game you feel like a lot of it is off the back of initiation, do you feel like Radiant should buy a gem then? Because we do have a gem already on Dire.
Usually that's what I would like to see, but so many games I'm not seeing gems recently. Like yesterday as well, a couple of games passed without the gem being purchased, even though they went like 40+ minutes. Teams are being a little bit cheap when it comes to their resources, you know, like supports at least. Rosh is up though. Let's see, this might be a massive fight.
It must be so daunting though for MOUZ. There's some PTSD potentially taking a fight around an area like Roche. I mean, this close proximity area where you've got no one but the heroes to tank the Chain Frost. It has to be perfect from MOUZ.
Yeah, let's see how they approach it. They don't have a smoke. What they do have though is a Surged Razor with Refresher Orb. Like this might be a massive. And actually, they are smoking up. They have it.
Importantly, if you lose this fight, you might lose the game. Two cores don't have buyback. We know what a Luna can do to the base. There is no room for error here from MOUZ. Supreme is going to run straight to the tree line. Supreme has to use an early BKB, and now, though he's forced just to run in, might be able to deal with Daze. Daze is a freebie, but he gets some separation. Static Link's going to get broken. Oh, look at the damage. Supreme, Refresher pop. Another round of the BKB. He's going to be okay, but with the Chain Frost damage, that's the thing to keep our eyes out for. The Pipe is mitigating a lot of it, but they are stuck inside the Wukong's command. They'll try and get some separation. Niku jumps over to the high ground, but Niku, he had no one there to follow up with. And Dire, they lost two heroes. Yeah, the Illusion's got the juice. He's going to try and Ogre Siltone over the right side. It's not going to matter. He is stuck. That is an ambitious TP out. Somehow he makes it out, but what was looking disastrous, the ultimates, they just weren't enough. The bigger ultimate was the Darkseer wall.
I feel like the Darkseer wall, and it's not only the Darkseer wall, it's like how they fought this fight. This is the first time that Navi Junior aren't committing. Like they're kind of poking and prodding, like yeah, you bait out the BKB of Razor, but who cares? Like you're not committing all your heroes on one target and blowing it up. Like Luna isn't hitting anyone. She's too afraid to jump over the wall, so he's kind of, when they initiated, Luna went on the other side of the Rosh pit, which prevented her from actually hitting anyone or getting there on time. Yeah, that was kind of a disaster. Static Link actually, she's giving damage to this Razor. That also isn't that great with the illusions. Plus 200 on Supreme. Yeah, like a rough fight. Very nicely done by MOUZ. And not really optimal from Navi Junior.
Not at all. Giving them big advantage now. Melee barracks down bottom. Still have all the components of Roshan to work with. Refresher Shard in the backpack of Force, who has a Scepter now completed. I don't believe he had that, right? In that fight.
Not sure. I don't think so as well. Yeah, he had the blink and that's it. Yeah, in any case, They're back. MOUZ is so back. We might see a game 3. After all, there's a cheese on Dragonite together with a Daedalus. Like, this man hits extremely hard. Meanwhile, Luna is saving for the buyback, but at this point, I feel like you just need to win this next fight. Not sure if the buyback is. It is very important, and he should keep it, but if you don't kill the DK instantly, he's just gonna region up. I mean, he's got that cheese as well to work with.
It's a hard call to make, right? Holding buyback or not. Every hero
buying
currently
Rapier.
on Dire have it. Okay, he actually queued it up, alright.
Yeah. He queued up the Rapier. I think this is like he was even queuing up Swift Blink. I think Rapier is probably the way to go at this point. Which is crazy because the game isn't like you're only 3k behind. You know, it's not like an impossible game, but Rapier is actually really strong on her anyway. Power threads are sold. Oh, he's gonna move like a snail.
They will see though. Got a glimpse of the Luna. This Rapier will not catch them by surprise. They are going to be ready. Let's see if they actually get a fight though with the Aegis in their hands.
Radiant are scanning.
Supreme is also holding a haste in the bottle too, which could be quite impactful for the Razor to continue to lock onto a target inside some of these fights. Also close to 25, that's another big thing. Only Luna 25 at the moment.
Yeah, they bought this Rapier and now they're probably just gonna chill, right? Like there is no reason to force a fight against Aegis and that cheese on DK. We can maybe get this next Tormentor as well. Do they need a shard on anyone? I feel like they all have one, right? No, actually, Primal Beast does not, so...
And the Luna doesn't too, which I
Yeah.
feel like you'd be pretty happy with that. It's damage increased on Orbit.
Yeah, he's queuing up the Swift Blink next once again.
Dire's top tower is under
Razor is in. Like he's got
Yeah,
that.
they're knocking. Gonna lay it down. See if they're gonna put themselves in a compromised position to try and deal with it. Got the Juicy's thinking about it, but again, he's got Rapier.
It's a lot of damage from the Razor. Just from one single Lucent Beam. They're pinging it out. Now they know. Dragonite is kind of ready to jump on the left side. Look at this. Dragon form.
And he's gonna jump. Over they go towards the Luna. Got the Juice. Has to pop the BKB and Ogre Seal. Turn him down to the low ground. It's a beautiful Wukongs. Again, the damage. It's gonna be too much. The team fight will reign supreme for the boys on Dire. Now, can they also catch up to the Razor? At least the Aegis died far away from them where they were not expecting the respawn. Unfortunately, Niku as well is not going to be able to sniff out Force inside the tree line. So once again, we go back to the side of the other team that was not leading. They've got the advantage now being Navi Jr.
Yeah, they got the advantage, but the real advantage is the high ground advantage, right? Like now that you've got the lead, now that you've taken that Aegis away, what do you do? Like, like I'm not sure. Like as Dire, you have to wait for the BKB on Luna, and then somehow find a fight outside of their base. Like why that fight was so easy, because they're on a ramp, they're next to a tier 3. Like Luna as well is hitting everyone. And DD, yeah, DD is there. The
They
bottle.
bought a bottle again. Yeah, it's coming. They bought it. Yeah, PMA got it.
She's got refresher as well, by the way.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. So double BKB.
Is this a game ender? They just bought out. Satanic bought from the Razor. A BKB, I believe, bought from Force.
They're expecting it. Both sides are expecting a game ender. Smoke. Ooh. One thing that Navi Jr. they have been very precise with their movements, and they kinda strike when needed. Let's see if this is it. Their team fights haven't been the best around the pit, but yeah. Tusk isn't there. Razor is running over, but it might be too late. Look at Monkey.
Smoke's gonna pop. They get the jump. He just completed the BKB though, so they weren't ready for it. Force
Dragon
was able to
Knight.
protect himself, but they're onto the Dragon Knight. He's in some trouble. DK needs help, but he's not gonna get it. On it's gone. At least these two heroes do have a buyback. But what can they force out here? With a double damager and use from Got the Juice, they would love to siege.
Yeah, let's see if they take down the tier 2.
Radiant's top tower.
Or if they back out, I'm not sure. They're gonna take the tier 2, right? Like, they're still... he's so worried, like he doesn't want to get jumped with some crazy buybacks, because keep in mind, this is a rapier game right here. If you die, the buyback is not good enough anymore. You're losing the rapier. Oh, they're gonna force it. This is kinda dangerous. A lot of big spells have been used. No BKB is available for PMA per se. Monkey King isn't even there. He's on the other side of the map. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, I guess he wanted the wisdom for the level 25. So has the ring
He's
now.
back. He's back now.
Refreshers in the backpack for Got the Juice too, so we're just gotta keep that in mind. It could be a bit messy. It's gonna be pretty on point with all these little micro and macro things.
Luna is out.
It's a
They
full
need
set of
back.
barracks top.
Which is
What a
kind of
game.
massive. Yeah, the game, we're blessed with good games. Maybe not in the last series, like last series was kind of quick, but most of the DreamLeague series we watched so far have been very good dotes. Or at least fun dotes, yeah.
This one is not short of that at all. We are getting a hell of a game here. MOUZ potentially... Again, I mean, this is the team who last qualifiers very recently, beat everyone in Western Europe, but NAVI Junior, they did not play in those qualifiers. Even with that being said, though, MOUZ have a great track record over NAVI Junior. The last 4 series MOUZ have won. NAVI Junior, a team that a lot of people have been singing their praises. Young, up-and-coming team that stuck together for another season. One game away, potentially, of knocking MOUZ out of these qualifiers.
It's Roche fight again. It's Roche fight again. I'm worried for NAVI Junior. Like, they're not doing this fast enough, I fear.
Oh,
Roche?
that was a big beam.
That was a big beam, yeah.
That was a big beam. Maybe they are, actually. The slots are going to be an issue.
She dropped Manta. She's gonna take that Aegis. Okay, now they can
Are
probably...
they going to fight into it?
Let's see. MOUZ, they're thinking about it. They still want to initiate if they find the right target. Own it. He
Stays the
lost
target to be
smoke.
seen?
He's like, where is Roche?
Maybe we're seeing if they left anything.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got? Aegis onto Got the Juice. There is a refresher shard on Niku. And cheese in the backpack of the Primal Beast as well. So many things got to keep track of now.
His middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, the 2 clarities on Luna. I swear, just drop them and kill them. They're just going to make more mess. At this point. Yeah, he drops them. He drops them. He's like, yes. He needs the slot after all. He's gonna get the Swift Blink. This Luna is 7 slotted.
Dire's middle
Right? Like 7 slots. No, 8 slotted. Even.
Is this shard really that bad to buy? Am I missing something?
I don't think so. I don't think it's bad.
He's walking so slow. I'm maybe a little bit different now with the Solar Crest given, but this is a big Luna.
Yeah,
It's
he doesn't
a
have.
huge.
He doesn't have Manta for the movement speed now as well, right? So he has to. He has to use the Swift Blink for the movement speed.
But so how are you the ones to siege where you give all the opportunity for MOUZ to be able to initiate? It could be so scary. I mean, you have a Scepter queued up from Tusk, but he's so far away, unfortunately. Or
Yeah, but-
Niku. Niku, he's got to be careful. This ward here could see him if he jumps a little bit too close.
I feel like it shouldn't be that difficult for them to push with the Wukong's command, but they need to be careful of the Darkseer. He's going in. Ooh. Darkseer, he's still smoked by his ninja gear. Keep in mind, he's got a full refresher shard, so he can do a double wall on top of that Luna. You're not surviving. Like, you can survive one of those illusions, but having like multiple walls hitting you and it might be a bit hard.
Just an aggressive jump in. Shards will make it a little bit awkward, but I guess he's got the sealed totem. And you gotta be so careful.
He's satanic.
Satanic early on. Now with the jump in. Okay, there's the initiation. All or nothing onto Luna. Luna's gone. They at least have the Wukongs to protect him off the back of the respawn. And that will give them some time. Got the juices stank to try and hit the buildings. Got the juices. Is this the call you want to make?
Man, I don't know if you noticed.
Ulner.
We're going in. Oh, that guy
Back
here.
in though. Niku with the turn refresher activated, looking for the second round of the Wukong command. Niku punch up into the air, but got the juices in the middle with the repeat damage. It's too much. It is too much. They cannot handle got the juice. Force is gonna try. Punch is there, but the illusion's gone. Tool without a buyback.
Yeah, they have a buyback on Razor. They have a buyback on Razor. The Dragonite is still not buying back. I feel like if you're Dire, you're definitely forcing this, right? Luna with the Rapier though, that's the only reason why you might reconsider pushing. Let's see if they do it. Luna actually going all the way back, what, to heal up perhaps? She has the outpost. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Just 38 regen. What do you They're a little bit nervous.
He's got Refresher Orb. He has a portable fountain. Still worried though.
Yeah.
Even after that wipe, still worried to just close the game out. 40 seconds without Dragonite now. Keep in mind, there's no wall. Like, there's literally no reason for them to force this. Not force this, that is. Yeah.
Last set as well, so it's going to be Megas. You're not going to stop them. Once you're in, it's gone. And let's see if they stick around, though.
20 seconds DK.
Window. You can even just Wukongs if you want to. Maybe it could get the T4 towers.
They are so hesitant. Like, they can still do it, but they missed a huge opportunity to do this without DK.
It's about to be back up. Glyph. And look at the jump away.
They have
so much respect.
Yeah. Like, what did you say? How many series? 4 in a row?
Yes, 4 in a row.
Yeah, that makes sense then. Right? Like, being disrespectful after losing 4 series in a row. I'm sure some of those were kind of throwy as well, so you're making sure that you make no such mistakes here.
Mistakes. One more fight. That is all they need to knock MOUZ out. This is a team only have the buyback on the Darkseer left. Own it. Lacking the gold. Megas is probably not the worst thing. Own it will easily be able to deal with them. I imagine this stage Razor should be pretty decent as well. But it is going to pretty much cement their position inside the base. So you've got T5 neutral items that's going to be available in 3 minutes. It will be very hard for Radiant to get out onto the map.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. Maybe some Midas purchases, you know, get them that way. By the way, Luna just went away from the Tormentor. She could literally just farm herself the shard. Maybe the shard is a grief. I'm not sure, but it's interesting. He's not completing it. In any case, like tier 5s, definitely great. Like Luna getting force boots per se would be pretty good considering he has no mobility besides the Swift Blink and Ogre Seal Totem. There are some other things as
the
well,
base,
of course.
Supreme. Thinking like there's a bit of an opportunity to maybe pull up the Razor, and they're going to be right. Supreme's gone. That's a dieback. Penguin as well. Voodoo switcheroo for what? Pop out into the crit. 1600 damage to the dome. And Navi Jr. 3 heroes is all they need to bring down, and with a boundless strike to set up for the Chain Frost, they will do it with ease. MOUZ are gone, and Navi Jr., they will move over and continue their run in the lower bracket for the DreamLeague qualifiers.
Congratulations to Navi Jr. For keeping themselves and their hopes to get to DreamLeague alive. Very nicely done versus a team that already qualified for